Hey guys, it is me, Samara Brewer here, giving you a new video. And basically in this rant kind of thing, it is basically going to be on Hunter Avallone. And it won't be me, going and saying how offensive he is and me getting completely triggered. Yeah. Basically, we all know Hunter does loads and loads of arguments on his channel on all various kinds of stuff. And there are some arguments he done, such as the one he done on philosophy noir, with her video, Listen Up Lazy White People, and the video which Hunter done on Jake Paul. Those ones I'd definitely say ended good for him. Whilst as for other arguments Hunter's done, they've ended not too very good. So, what I'm going to give is Hunter arguments that end bad. Starting things off at number 5 is types of public schoolers. Well, in this video what Hunter does is he ends up pretty much doing jerk type things where he winds up saying how public schoolers pretty much enjoy to think how they think they're better than everyone else because they're in public school, how they basically go and drink loads of alcohol and wind up taking drugs. And basically what happened in the aftermath was quite a few people ended up getting peeved off because not everyone who is in public school ends up becoming alcoholics and druggies and thinks that the entire solar system revolves around them. I mean, heck, I went to public school, and did I become an alcoholic? No. Did I become a druggie? No. And do I think the entire solar system revolves around me? No. So, nope-ity, no. And besides, you could have ended up doing a video called on types of publics, not types of public schools, I mean not types of private schoolers. And seeing as how he already done one on public schoolers ages ago, which is also the one I'm talking about. But then again, he probably wouldn't need to do a video on problems with private schoolers because everyone already knows problems with private schoolers. And that is pretty much the stereotype where private schoolers are all stuck-up snobs who think that they're better than everyone else because they have more money. Yay! Over at number 4 is London Bridge Attack, sick of this yet. Well, now we're moving on from public schoolers to terrorism, where basically he done a video on the terrorist attack which happened on London Bridge, where terrorists were causing trouble in London and for the second time. And pretty much it was also around the point in time when it came to the Manchester Tribute concert. And what went wrong in Hunter's argument there was basically, although he liked the fact that the terrorists were shot and killed, he didn't like the fact oh, the bullets weren't put in pig's blood before they were fired. And again, sorry Hunter, but the police had no pig's blood available. I mean, heck, it's not like they could borrow some off of Carrie. But, anyways. What he then proceeded to go and do afterwards, when he was talking about terrorists, was he basically then referred to like in Parliament, like in Westminster, as complete and utter idiot. Said that the Mayor of London wasn't really a Muslim, because he pretty much wasn't a terrorist, and basically referred to, well, he said that the tribute concert, the Twitter hashtag, and also the vigil, which were for the victims of the terrorist attack in Manchester at the Ariana Grande concert, were apparently really for fighting the terrorists. But, to top things off with that argument, if it couldn't go bad enough, he said that if Islam didn't reform, then they needed to be eradicated, claiming that it basically wasn't him calling for women Muslims to get killed and stuff, when in actual fact the definition for eradicate is to kill, mainly referring to a plague. So, yay, religions other than Christianity are a disease. And what happened afterwards was that for the video, it ended up getting temporarily removed by YouTube, thus causing Hunter and his subscribers to start throwing, in effect, a temper tantrum. Because throwing temper tantrums and complaining other religions other than Christianity are disease is how we prove our points. Now, number 3 is the truth about transgenders. And now it is from terrorism to transgenders. Whoop-de-doo. Because basically with this one, it became big for all the wrong reasons. Where Hunter Avallone started his video by doing some really, really bad and offensive style skit on who he thought was, or what he thought was wrong with America, which was obviously transgenders. Because the one thing transgender people don't like is basically these people who basically choose to just throw on a dress, plop on a wig, and go, hey, look at me, I'm transgender, and all that stuff. And be extremely offensive, and all that stuff. And then afterwards, he then began his rant, where he basically was citing research from a doctor who was well known to be not that very good when it came to the transgender community, if not the LGBT community. because when it comes to transgenders in general, people such as Jacqueline Glenn are for transgenders, and people like Nicole Arbor don't really care about transgenders. People like Hunter Avallone are indefinitely not. And for some people, they're like, oh, Hunter doesn't really hate transgenders, he just thinks they're all special snowflakes. Sometimes I think religious people are special snowflakes when they try to push their religious beliefs on everyone else, and then proceed to whine, moan, and complain whenever they wind up having things not go their way. He then also proceeded to go and basically poke fun at some random person from Tumblr. He then proceeded to go and also attack Lacey Green, calling her hairy and ugly, just because she had a different opinion to him on transgenders, before going and saying bad stuff about Caitlyn Jenner, on how she apparently won an award for accidentally killing someone in a car crash? I don't know. Basically, Caitlyn Jenner won the award, and basically Hunter was like, how dare you give a trans woman the woman of the year? She's a man. And like, hashtag not really a woman and all that kind of stuff, except the hashtag thing. And then proceeded to finally go and attack Barack Obama for supporting Caitlyn Jenner's transition. Yet the icing on the cake for his argument, which ended extremely badly, was pretty much when he said this.
Truth is, transgenders deserve rights just like everyone else, but they do not deserve extra rights.
And pretty much what happened was, in the aftermath, Hunter's video got plastered all over the media, but it was mainly for all the wrong reasons. He ended up getting a few dislikes here and there, not to mention angry comments from people peeved off, telling him to go and commit suicide, before he then ended up doing another video called I Will Not Be Silenced, where he said things like this.
It is you intolerant liberals who are the bigots.
The thing is, for Hunter, that was indefinitely one argument he done, which clearly and indefinitely went horribly, horribly wrong for him. Plus, but no cigar number 2 is the problem of abortion. In this video, what Hunter does is he basically goes on to the whole thing on pro-life, and basically proceeds to do an argument on how basically something which looks like a clump of cells is apparently still a baby. I mean, way back in the past, like millions of years ago, people were basically just like things in a puddle of soup. The only thing is, do you call that microscopic stuff in the puddle of soup people, or would you just call it microscopic stuff in a puddle of soup? As for Hunter, he then basically goes and says that things like, well, what if the mother's life is in danger? And other things like rape are basically just excuses used by the left and people who are all pro-women choice. And for those arguments that Hunter made were apparently rape and things like if the mum's life is in danger are excuses, pretty much in themselves those are excuses to try and force somebody into having something which they may not want. Plus, sometimes option isn't always the best thing. Plus, when it does come to some pregnancies, there indefinitely needs to be an abortion for, say, when the mother's life is in danger. Because the thing is, for Hunter, he mainly focused on all the reasons which were all like really, really high, rather than the ones which were really, really low. In fact, no, he didn't do that. He basically claimed that all the ones which were really, really low were pretty much excuses because they didn't happen really often. Just because something just doesn't happen often doesn't mean it never happens at all. And in the end, Hunter's argument on abortion just sort of turns into a stinking, filthy, hot mess and just caves in like a house of cards as Hunter quickly turns into a walking contradiction of himself. Yay! Number one is my beef with vegans, why I hate vegans. And in the end, here we are at number one. And where although Hunter's done controversial videos on Muslims and transgender is the one which Hunter Avallone do an argument which ended the worst was pretty much this one where Hunter Avallone done a video on why he hated vegans, where he basically complained about how vegans thought it was cruel and that lot to eat meat or something. I saw the video a while back, and pretty much his main thing was that he basically said that vegans were all scrawny hippies, and pretty much almost like they had spaghetti noodles for arms. There's only just one thing which quickly ended up disproving Hunter's whole argument, making it fall flat like a house of cards. And that is, when you look at Google, you wind up seeing photos like, well, these. Yeah, for me, I wonder why Hunter done the video in the first place. I think I might know the reason why he done it. I'm just gonna check something.
Oh my god, so I was at this barbecue with this girl, Jacqueline Glenn, and she wouldn't eat the meat, okay? She wouldn't eat the steak and she wouldn't eat the chicken because she cared about animals, and she ate tofu. Ew, I mean, that is just not normal. People were meant to eat meat. What she's doing is not normal and it's not natural. I mean, if you're gonna eat tofu and not eat what I think you should be eating, that just opens the door to eating a bunch of other crazy shit. She doesn't want to eat animals, so what is she gonna do? Start eating inanimate objects? That's what's next. Slippery slope fallacy.
Nah. As if Hunter ended up doing a video months in advance as like a somewhat early and kind of like way to sort of roast Jacqueline Glenn because she doesn't like eat or something. As if. So, anyways, if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment on whatever you like down below, and if you want to, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, bye!
Out on the dance floor.